Hello Econs, welcome back to Econ with Uday. In our previous lecture, we explored different economic systems like capitalism, socialism and mixed economy. But today we are going to one step deeper. Have you ever noticed that two economists can look at the same problem and still give completely different advices? One says taxes should increase, another says tax should be reduced. Who is right? The answer lies in understanding two different things: economic systems, positive economics and normative economics. And today's lecture, we are going to explore what is positive economics and what is normative economics. By the end of this lecture, you will never confuse these concepts again, and they will become one of the easiest topics in the economics. Let's begin. But before understanding these two economic approaches, let's quickly connect today's topic to what we have learned in the last lecture. From economic system to economic thinking. And here, in our previous lecture, we have learned that every country follows an economic system. Answered three major important questions: what to produce, how to produce, for whom to produce. Countries answer these questions differently. Some choose capitalism, some choose socialism, and other countries like India choose mixed economy. And here something is interesting. Choosing an economic system is only the beginning. Imagine the government is preparing next year's budget. Many important decisions must be made. Should taxes increase? Should petrol prices decrease? Should education must be for free? Or should subsidies to be increased? Who decides whether these ideas are good or bad? Do all economists think in the same way? Today's lecture answers these all questions. And here you can see that every union budget is prepared only after the economic analysis of facts, data and public analysis. And imagine two economists. And here one economy, two different answers. Imagine the government is preparing the union budget. Two economists are invited to give advice. Economist A advised that India inflation rate has increased to 5%. And economist B advised that the government should reduce taxes to help people. Both studies the same economy, both analyze the same data, but their conclusions are different. Why? Because one statement explains a fact and another expresses an opinion. This difference forms the foundation of positive economics and normative economics. And here, from philosophy to science, economists answers the different problems in the different ways. Here, how did the idea begin? Long before economics became a science, great thinkers like Aristotle, Plato, Kautilya and Confucius discussed economic questions based on ethics, justice, morality and good governance. They asked, why should society be? What should society do? Later, economists like Adam Smith began asking what actually happens in the economy. Economists gradually changed their model from philosophy to scientific social science. And here, this gives rise to two ways of thinking. One is positive economics and next one is normative economics. Positive economics, what is, and positive normative economics is just what ought to be. And here we can see that first one, positive economics. Here we can see the definition of the positive economics. Positive economics is the branch of economics that explains economic facts, real-world behavior, and cause and effect relations using data, observation, and evidence. It answers the questions what is. And here you can see the key features of the positive economics. Objective. Here you can see the objective. Positive economics is the objective based. It is free from personal opinions or value judgments. It is not based on the value judgments, it is based on the objectives and based on facts. It is based on observation, facts, data and real world evidences. And here it is scientific. It follows a scientific approach by analyzing cause, effect and effective relationships, and it can be tested. It's a statement that can be tested and verified using the evidence and empirical data. And here you can see the real world example of the positive economics. India's inflation is increasing by 5%. And higher fuel prices increases transportation costs, and higher investment rate reduce borrowing. And here you can see that normative economics. Normative economics definition. Here you can see that normative economics studies economic issues based on values, ethics, personal opinions. It recommends what should be happen to improve society. It answers the questions like what ought to be, and it is totally different from the positive economics. And here you can see the key features of the normative economics. It is subjective based. Normative economics is subjective based because it is based on personal opinions and value judgments. It is based on the people's opinions and value judgments. It doesn't require any theories. It is not based on any valuable objectives, and here you can see that it is based on values. It focused on ethical beliefs and what people think should be. And here it is a policy oriented. It provides recommendation for government policies and economic decisions. And here it cannot be scientifically proven. It is not like positive economics that which can be scientifically proven. So it is a statement cannot be scientifically tested or proven true or false. It is basically provides the opinions of the people. And here you see the positive economics versus normative economics. And here you can see that positive economics and normative economic differences. Positive economics studies the what is, and it studies on the objectives. It derives the answers by the facts and data, and it can be tested, and it explains the reality of the problems. And when you see that normative economics, what ought to be, and it is subjective based, and it is based on the opinions and values of the people, and it cannot be tested in the labs like the positive economics, and it suggests changes, not the reality. So here you can see the changes of the normative economics and positive economics. For easily understanding or easily keeping in mind, you can use this memory trick. If a statement uses words like should, must, need to, ought to, it is usually normative economics. If it is simply reports, facts or data, it is usually positive economics. And here you can see the real world applications of positive economics and normative economics. And here how government use both. Like step 1 in positive economics, economics collects facts, data. And they says that by observing the facts and data, they says that inflation has increased by 5% and GDP growth has been increased by 6.5% and the unemployment rate in the economy has grown to 6.1%. And in the step 2, we can see that normative economics, the government decides should the taxes to be reduced or increased, should the subsidies increase or should interest rate changes according to the facts and data. And here you can see the key idea. Facts help us to understand the economy and value help us to improve the economy. Here you can see the difference between the positive economics and normative economics. And here you can see why they both are matter, why they are mostly important. And here both approaches are important. And here normative economics says that to help us to design government policies, improve social welfare and reduce inequality in the economy and achieve economic growth. And here positive economics help us to understand the economy and analyze the markets and predict future trends. And here is a simple example. A doctor first checks your health and before giving medicines. Similarly, economists also do that. Before bringing a policy to the economy, they first check the data and facts. And economists first study the facts and they recommend solutions to the problems in the economy. Let's quickly revise today's journey. What we have learned in today's lecture. We have learned the positive economics explain the facts, evidence and real world behavior. And normative economics focus on the opinions, values and policy recommendations. Together they help the economists to understand the problems and design better solutions. But here is one of the final important questions. That today we have learned how economists think. In our next lecture we will explore what economists actually study. Do they study one consumer or one business or the entire economy? That's where we all discover the fascinating world of microeconomics and macroeconomics. Thank you for watching this video. If you found this lecture helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe this YouTube channel Econ with Uday. I will see you in the next lecture. Until then, take care. Bye bye.